You are watching The Dawn Show. We're talking summertime, the kids' favorite time of year, and we've been giving you a lot of tips and safety tips and shore tips. But now we want to talk about a great event that benefits children, a very special group of children. And here to share more about that is Mark O'Connor with the Irish Pub. Thank you so much for joining us, Mark.
My pleasure.
So tell me, first of all, what is the Irish Pub Tour de Shore? Talk to me.
Irish Pub Tour de Shore is a 65-mile bike ride from the Irish Pub at 20th and Walnut
in Philadelphia,
in Center City, and we make our way across the Penn Franklin Bridge and down through South Jersey, and we end up at the Irish Pub in Atlantic City.
Now look, I love my Irish pubs, but that's a long way to bike for a good Irish beer. I mean, why are you doing this?
Well, we've been doing it this will be our 26th annual. Last year we raised $537,000.
$537,000.
Yeah, we're over $2.2 million cumulative.
Mark, that's amazing.
Yeah, we work real hard. We have a great team, great group of volunteers and a board of directors that's very involved. And we give money back primarily to law enforcement affiliated charities. For example, we have a fund called our Immediacy Fund. Unfortunately, last year in the Delaware Valley, we had to give grants to 4 families of officers killed in the line of duty.
And this is something that people, don't realize, is that, when we cover in the news, and obviously I was a news anchor and reporter many years, and you have officers slain in our area, which is tragic enough. But what they don't realize is the families and the children, and oftentimes they don't have enough. And so we all need to reach out and embrace the families as our own.
That's right, and let them know that we're always going to be there, that we never forget. So we have money for those families, and we also give grants to Philadelphia Police Athletic League, the Police Survivors Fund, the Atlantic City PAL, Atlantic City Boys and Girls Club. So there were 14 different entities that we wrote checks to last year, from the Jersey Shore all the way to the outskirts of Philadelphia in Montgomery County.
Which is incredible. I mean, it's got to be a great feeling to be part of this, to be part of a solution, and to reach out and help the children of those who have given their lives to keep us safer.
It's wonderful. And again, we couldn't do it without the volunteers, and if anybody wants to join us and help us on that day, we're always looking for volunteers in Atlantic City. We do have a big party when you finish the ride.
No, you don't say.
Yeah. At the Irish Pub, we tent the parking lots, and we had about 2,500 people through the party last year. A lot of people have riders have their families come and greet them at the end. And so that's a lot of fun. And it's just a great day.
So what kind of shape do you have to be in to bike that far?
Marginally good shape. We have 4 rest stops. So about every 15 miles roughly, you can stop, and we have water and Gatorade and bananas and power bars and things. We have roving vehicles that go up and down the course the entire time. If at some point you're riding and you get tired and you say, I'm done, we'll put you in a van, take you all the way to Atlantic City with your bike.
Oh, okay. Or if there's an injury or an ankle injury or something like that.
Some people, we just sort of catch them up to the main group and they get back on their bikes because they want to ride into Atlantic City. So a lot of casual riders do this, not a lot of real serious riders. This is a ride that's a lot of loyal people every year. A lot of people from law enforcement join us, and because they believe in the cause.
Well, and that's the thing at the end, a lot of the families of those slain officers are at the pub in Atlantic City.
Yes, they are.
And it's emotional.
Very emotional. 2 years ago, Kimmy Pulowski had lost her husband less than a year before. She'd given birth 6 weeks before, and she did the ride. That was very emotional to see her coming in. Everybody from the party spilled out in the street and greeted her as she came in, and it just was a pretty amazing moment.
What does it mean to you to be part of this? And it's not just a bike ride, and it's not just fun in the pubs, but you're giving something back.
Yeah, it's important, and my partners and I have always felt that way. In fact, this year in 2013, we got an award from the National Restaurant Association.
Wonderful.
We were the Good Neighbor Award for the entire country, and that was for philanthropic work. And that's a part of how we run our business, is being involved in the community, giving back to the community, where there's a need, trying to be there for it.
And I should say you're the president of the Irish Pub Children's Foundation. How did that come about? I mean, what made you say, we've got to do this and I want to be part of this?
Well, we've been doing it for all those 25
Yeah.
years, and then 6 years ago we incorporated a 501c3, and different people have been presidents. I happen to be a president right now, but there's a great group on the board of directors that are very, very involved, and it's a team effort, every bit.
And so if somebody wants to get involved, if they want to be part of your foundation to volunteer, if they want to help out with the Bike-a-thon fundraiser, what do they do? How do they get involved?
They can call the Irish Pub in Philadelphia at 215-568-5603 or email irishpubphilly.com.
And there's the information on the screen. So it's irishpubphilly.com, or you see the number at the bottom. We'll put it on our web pages too. But I just think, Mark, that this is so important that we talk about this and remind people that summertime and vacation time, yeah, it's fun and it's about the kids. But these are things you can actually include your family and your children. And it's a great life lesson, right? I mean,
sure is.
Sure
is. My boys all volunteer, and this year a couple of them are going to ride, and they're pretty young.
That's
but
wonderful.
they're gonna,
How old are they?
Well, my 18-year-old son down to my 12-year-old son.
Oh,
and,
that's wonderful.
And so they're going to make the trek this year. And it's going to be fun doing it with them.
Oh, I'm sure they'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Any celebrities ride along?
John Timoney every year comes, and last year he came back from Bahrain and rode. Maureen Faulkner.
Former Philadelphia Police Commissioner, I should say about John Timoney.
In fact, I met you and your husband when he carried the torch through Philly all those years ago. He had just left as police commissioner, and now he's over in Bahrain in the Middle East, but he says it's a day he's not going to miss. And he comes back and rides. And Maureen Faulkner flies in. Danny Faulkner's widow, of course. She comes in every year, good friend to us. Risa Furman, Montgomery County DA, has the biggest team and has had the biggest team for the last 3 years. No surprise. Yeah. Love Risa. And, the best, yeah. So, and there's a little rumor going around that a former governor of Pennsylvania might be joining us on the ride this year, and I haven't been told who. I don't think it's Ed Rendell, but we'll see. We'll see. Any Phillies? No Phillies. No, well, they're in season. Greg Murphy, broadcaster for the Phillies, is on our board of directors. Okay, he counts. Oh my gosh, he's fantastic. He has our second largest team. And this whole Phillies thing's kind of got in the way of this bike ride. So, you know, I say, Murph, come on, get your priorities straight here. He's a great, great guy and does so much for us. Oh, well, you do so much for us, Mark, and thank you so much for all that you do. We want to see pictures. It's our pleasure. 150 spots left, just about. If anybody wants to sign up, we're almost full. Okay, so we need to sign up. Yes, if anybody wants to ride, you can still get in touch with us. All right, Mark, thank you so much for being here. My pleasure. The Dawn Show continues right after this. You are watching The Dawn Show. We're talking about an event that you've got to do, the Irish Pub Tour de Shore, and this benefits the Children's Foundation, the children of our heroes, our fallen heroes, fallen police officers and law enforcement. July 28th on a Sunday. More information, irishpubphilly.com. You see the number there. We're here with Mark O'Connor, who's the president of that Children's Foundation. And, you know, there are 150 spots left, but there's also a wall of heroes that people can actually sponsor? Yeah, you can sponsor a fallen hero down in Atlantic City. We have a big wall of heroes, and we put their pictures up, and it's a nice way to acknowledge them. And it's a beautiful way, and we want to thank you for all your service, for all that you do. And it's emotional, but it's part of giving back, and you're somebody who's really special in our community. So thank you, Mark. Thanks. And thank you for being with us. See you tomorrow at 11 a.m. right here on The Dawn Show.